Hi, I'm Felicity. Everyone wants to get well and stay well. Life is so much more fun that way. But many are sick in our toxic world. To know why, we have to get back to basics. Genesis 2:7 tells us that God created us from the minerals, water, and air. What most of us simply don't realize is we have to continue to give our bodies minerals, water, and air to remain healthy. The only way we can do this is to eat and drink high mineral, well-hydrated, and highly oxygenated living enzyme plant food, as God directed in Genesis 1:29 and 30. When we live a healthy, passionate life on the organic, enzymatic, vegan diet God gave us, we thrive and survive. But if we eat plant and animal food reared in mineral-depleted soil, or processed foods or genetically modified foods, of course we sicken and die. Such food is alien to our cells and they cannot derive nutrition from it. We are overfed as the body cries out constantly for the missing living foods. The familiar sickness and a downward escalating spiral starts when we are given a synthetic, patented drug for an ailment. But every single drug that we take causes side effects. So we're given another drug to counteract the side effects of the first, and so on. All synthetic drugs damage the liver. The drug companies have never tested the synergistic effect of several drugs on the human body. They wouldn't dare. But common sense tells us that liver toxicity kills. Our liver is the main filter in our bodies, and once it is compromised, we are in deep trouble. Then we get sent for tests. Invasive, toxic, painful tests most of the time, many of which are outdated. Did you know that there are new medical tests that work far better than the outdated ones? For instance, thermography has completely outdated mammography. In fact, we now learn that radiation from mammograms, X-rays, and scans used anywhere in the body is actually causing more cancer than it detects. Not good. I have learned to refuse all scans. I healed God's way, and I know God keeps me healed when I live His way, and I don't want any more radiation in my body. The detection rate of mammograms is also pathetically inaccurate. There are many false positives and false negatives. A mammogram cannot detect a lump or bump until it has multiplied to millions of cancer cells. By then, of course, the circulating tumor cells have spread into the bloodstream all over the body. Dr. Max Gerson proved the best way to eradicate these cells was to detox and restore the deficiency of living enzymes. His book, A Cancer Therapy, Result of 50 Cases, reveals that he cured 98% of his terminal stage 4 cancers back in the 1930s. His therapy is still working for us, thousands of us today. But instead of teaching detox, doctors are still being taught to subject us to more radiation to kill the cancer, which causes new cancer. While this makes a lot of sense to the cancer industry, and that is what it is, it makes no sense at all for the patient. Mammograms also crush breast cells. As I always say, what woman in her right mind slams her breast in a freezer door and then irradiates it in the microwave? If we compress a tumor or malignant lymph gland, it doesn't take much intelligence to work out that this will cause the cancer to spread. Dr. Margaret McCartney, in her book The Patient Paradox, suggests that repeated testing in the interests of early detection may cause tumors by submitting healthy patients to radiation year after year. She also cites the stress caused by frequent hospital checkups. I only ever consult my naturopathic doctor friends now, and I do not want chemical drugs in my body. Dr. Lorraine Dare, professor of trauma surgery in America, warns us against mammograms and also biopsies. She healed her own terminal breast cancer herself. Read her books and watch her DVDs called Cancer Doesn't Scare Me Anymore and Diseases Don't Just Happen. She refused mastectomy, chemo, and radiation. Instead, she healed naturally with the radical detox of the body, mind, and spirit, and on the Genesis living enzyme foods, doing the protocol I followed myself. Find out about thermography, which is simply highly heat-sensitive photography.